Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this right triangle ABC, as you can see in this given diagram, such that the perimeter of this triangle has been given to us as 45 units. And likewise, the area of this triangle has been given to us as 45 square units as well. And now our task is to find the value of all these missing side lengths. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. I'm going to label these side lengths. I'm going to call this hypotenuse as our lowercase c. I'm going to call this perpendicular side as lowercase a and this base b. And now we are going to solve for a, b, and c values. And here's our next step. We know the perimeter of this triangle has been given to us as 45. And we know the perimeter is the sum of all these side lengths. A plus b plus c is going to be equal to 45. So therefore, I can write down a plus b plus c is going to be equal to 45, and I'm going to label this one as our equation number 1. And here's our next step. We know the area of this triangle has been given to us as 45 as well. And now let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height of the triangle. And in our case, the base of this triangle is lowercase b, the height is lowercase a, and the area has been given to us as 45. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So area of our triangle is 45 equals to a half times our base is b times height is lowercase a. And now I'm going to remove this fraction by multiplying by 2 on both sides of this equation. And here we can see this 2 and 1 divided by 2, they cancel each other out. And we know that 2 times 45 is going to give us 90. So therefore, our a times b value turns out to be 90. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 2. And finally, let's recall the Pythagorean theorem since we are dealing with this right triangle ABC. And here's our Pythagorean theorem, a square plus b square equal to c square. So therefore, I can write over here a square plus b square is going to be equal to c square. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 3. And now we are ended up with these 3 equations. So we are going to solve this system for a, b, and c. And now let's focus on this equation 1. And here I have copied down equation 1 over here. And now I'm going to move this c in the other side, as you can see in this next step. And now I'm going to take a square on both of these sides, as you can see. And now let's recall this famous identity. A plus b whole square could be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab. We are going to apply it on this left hand side binomial. So therefore we can write a square plus b square plus 2 times ab is going to be equal to, and now let's recall another famous identity. A minus b whole square could be written as a square plus b square minus 2 times ab, and we are going to apply it on the right hand side of this equation. So therefore this is going to become 25 plus c square minus 90 times c. And now let's make an observation. We can see a square plus b square from equation 3 equals to c square. So therefore, I'm going to replace this a square plus b square with c square, as you can see in this next step. And now we can see c square and c square, they cancel each other out. So therefore, we are ended up with 2 times a, b equals to 25 minus 90 times c. And now let's focus on a times b. From equation 2, a times b equals to 90. So therefore I can substitute A times B with 90 over here equals to 25 minus 90 times C. And in this next step, 2 times 90 is going to give us 180 on the left hand side. And now I'm going to move this 90C on the left hand side, and at the very same time I'm going to move this 180 in the opposite direction as well, as you can see in this next step. And now we know that 2025 minus 180 is going to give us 1845, as you can see in this next step. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 90 to isolate C value. So this 90 and 90 is gone. So therefore our C value turns out to be equal to 20.5 units. So thus our C value turns out to be 20.5 units. And now we are going to find the value of A and B as well. Let's focus on this equation 1 once again. And here I have copied down equation 1. And we know our C value is 20.5. As you can see in this next step, I have replaced this C value with 20.5 units. And now we are going to subtract 20.5 from both sides. This is gone. So therefore our A plus B value turns out to be 24.5. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 4. And in this equation 4, I'm going to move B on the other side, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to focus on this equation 3, A square plus B square equal to C square. And here I have copied down this equation 3 over here. And here let's focus on this lowercase a. I'm going to substitute this value as 24.5 minus B over here. And likewise, we already figured out our C value as 20.5. So I'm going to replace that value over here. So therefore, this A square could be written as 24.5 minus B whole square. And then this plus B square equal to our C value is 20.5 whole square on the right hand side. And now let's recall this identity once again. A minus B whole square could be written as A square plus B square minus 2 times AB. We are going to apply it on this binomial. So therefore this could be written as 600.25 plus B square minus 49 times B. And then I'm going to write down plus B square is going to be equal to, and the right hand side is going to become 420.25. And now in this next step, I'm going to move this 420.25 on the other side, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to combine these like terms, as you can see. So therefore we are ended up with 2 times B square minus 49 times B plus 180 equal to 0. So thus we are ended up with this quadratic equation, and we are going to solve for B by using the quadratic formula. And here's the quadratic formula that we will be using. And in our case, our A value is going to be positive 2, B value is negative 49, and C value is going to be 180. And please bear in mind that don't confuse this B and this B. They are two different things. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this quadratic formula. So we got B value is negative 49, negative and negative become positive 49 over here, plus r minus the square root of negative 49 whole square minus 4 times A value is 2, and our C value is 180 all over 2 times 2. And if we simplify furthermore, we are ended up with 49 plus or minus 31 all over 4. In other words, our lowercase b value turns out to be 49 plus or minus 31 all over 4. And now we are going to split these positive and negative signs. As you can see in this next step, one with a plus sign and one with a negative sign. And here we can see if we add 49 and 31, that is going to give us 80. And likewise, if we subtract 49 minus 31, that is going to give us 18, as you can see in this next step. So therefore, for this b, our b value turns out to be 20 units. And for this one, our b value is going to be equal to 4.5 units. So we got two scenarios. In scenario 1, our b value is 20, and in scenario 2, our b value is 4.5. And now let's focus on this equation 4. And here I have copied down this equation 4 over here on this side and on this side as well. And our equation 4 is a plus b equals to 24.5. And our b value is 20, so I'm going to substitute that value over here. And likewise, I'm going to substitute that b value 4.5 over here, as you can see in this next step. Therefore, for this scenario 1, that is going to give us a equals to, if we subtract 20 from both sides, that is going to give us 4.5 units. And for this second scenario, if I subtract 4.5 from both sides, our a value is going to be equal to 20 units. So thus for scenario 1, our a value is 4.5 and b value is 20. And for this scenario 2, if a value is 20, then b value is going to be 4.5. And our c value is going to be 20.5 in both scenarios. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, our values for a and b turns out to be, as you can see, this is for scenario 1 and this one is for scenario 2. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.